everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing something pretty fun. I'm going to be ranking all of the Disney princesses movie, including Frozen, because they were almost considered Disney princesses, but based on their success, they're not, but they still are, according to the Ralph Breaks the Internet. I'll show you a picture to prove evidence, but in my world, they're princesses because why not? But anyway, I'm going to rank all the films, and this is something fun, and it's so hard for me to rank all of the freaking films because, like, they are so special, dear to my heart. Like, whenever I think of Disney, I think of the princesses because the princesses are like the Avengers. Like, they're like the Mickey Mouse when it comes to films, and they're very special. They're also part of the Disney history. They've been saving that company multiple times. If you didn't know your Disney history, if you don't, then go Google and check it out. It's quite interesting if you're a very big Disney fan like I am. Well, Disney princesses movies are my favorite, and they change all the time depending on my mood. But right now, it's what I like. Right now, I'm gonna show it to the world. So if you disagree with my list, I'm sorry. This is my personal list, and I try to do this on my own mindset without like following what everybody else is thinking. That's what happens when I follow whatever I was thinking, then I'll start changing. But I want to make this my unique and my own. So how I rank the list, it's so hard. So instead, I'm gonna be sharing you at the end. You'll know like my top 3 least favorite and my top 3 favorite. Does it sound cool? I think it sounds cool to me. But I'm still gonna the way I rank this film, I organize it by like 3 eras. 3 or 4. There's 4 anyway. There's 3 with the princesses. So I define it as classic era, like the golden age era, the Renaissance era, and the one we're living right now is the modern era, aka the revival era, or whatever you call it. And I'm so excited. It makes my organization a lot more easy for me to ranking. Also, it's something unique because I don't want to follow what everybody else is doing unless somebody else does it. But that's what YouTube do. People love copying people's idea, but make it their unique own. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so for ado, let's get into it. So I'm gonna share you my rankings with the classic era first. This is so easy, and I have mad respect for the classic era. It started Disney. So my least favorite one is Cinderella. It's a slow story when I look back to it. I love Cinderella too. Cinderella. Like, I love the background of it. It's amazing. It's beautiful to look at, and I just love it. I also love the villains there too, and it's just Cinderella. It's just a pretty slow pacing, but it's gorgeous to look at for the background. Second is Sleeping Beauty. I love Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty, there's something issues with the story, but like, it's a simple story, and I love how grand it is. I love the animation. I think the animation makes me love it even more. And when I was young, I used to find Sleeping Beauty pretty scary because how dark that tale is, and it's amazing. I'm very happy they're still continuing with the story. So Sleeping Beauty is my second. And my first one is the one that started it all, Snow White. I know some people don't like Snow, but I love Snow White. I have mad respect for that movie. Without that movie, there won't be no Disney. I just love how simple it is. It's like nostalgic. I think you guys should try watching in the morning. It's like it's like fresh air. It's like spring first thing in the morning. It's such a beautiful, simple film. And again, it's pretty dark, used for lots of memes, and I think it's my favorite from the classic era. I just love Snow White. Okay, so moving on to the Renaissance era. Ranking the Renaissance era is pretty tough. It's so hard to do because there's lots of like hits movie, and it's pretty controversy with stuff. But it depends on my mood. So the least favorite one is Pocahontas. Pocahontas is like one of those movies where like at first it looks like it's from the golden age era when I was young, but it's actually not. As I got older, when I found some stuff about that film, and I just felt like, but people say like it falls apart on the 3rd act of that film, and it has an amazing song except for the villain song in my opinion. But I think everybody loves the ballad that I Want It from that movie. It's amazing. It's like one of those, whenever you rewatch that film, you always love looking at the musical sequence of it. It's just amazing, and that's why I put it number 8, unfortunately. But I love Pocahontas. I love Pocahontas in my heart, but it's a ranking. So number 7 for me is Aladdin. I'm sorry, it's just Aladdin. It's like the princess movie, but not really. It's more focused on Aladdin, and what I like about princess movies, not just hopefully it's general for everybody. I think everybody has a right to like check out all the princesses movies. They're just labeled princesses because they're princesses. I mean, all of them. And it's just Aladdin. It's more target, as you can tell, target towards guy. And there's Princess Jasmine. Princess Jasmine is one of my favorite Disney princesses as I grew to love her. I think what makes me love the film a lot more is the music. I think without the music, this would be very, very low in this list. But just Aladdin, it's okay. I have mad respect for Aladdin. Okay. Anyway, my top 3 is Mulan. I love Mulan, and I just wish that there's more musicals numbers in that animation film. And I grew up watching the movie too a lot when I was young, and I'm can't wait for to see the live action treatment of it. We're almost there. I hope we get it. It's like a great uplifting story. It's like respect Mulan a lot, and I just love watching her journey, and I think everybody can relate to how she feels in that film. And it's an amazing it's like diversity too, and Asian. And I just like Mulan. I think everybody loves Mulan too. It's always their top 3 comes through Renaissance. So then my second one, it's Beauty and the Beast. I gotta put it because Beauty and the Beast, I started to love it a lot more. I don't remember watching it a lot when I was young, but I remember the sequels, but not the original when I was young. But as I got older, I started to love Beauty and the Beast. It's just a masterpiece. That's why I got nominated for Best Picture. Beauty and the Beast, it's like a simple, beautiful fairy tale. It's like a perfect recipe formula for Beauty and the Beast. And the only reason why I didn't put it, it's pretty obvious. But I just love Beauty and the Beast, and one of like my favorite princess film, and it's just Golden Age era kind of, but it's with a bit of like modern twist to it. So it's just a beautiful movie. I like rewatching once in a while, and it's just amazing. So my favorite one so far is the one that started it all for this era, Little Mermaid. I love Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid's like a rewatchable movie. Has a great villain song, Poor Unfortunate Soul. Has a great ballad, I Want song. I love Part of Your World. Part of Your World is like one of my favorite. It's just, again, it's another like simple story. It's pretty dark, but they make it more like a light tone, and I just really enjoy Sleeping Beauty, Little Mermaid. And just I understand why some people have issues with that film, but in my personal opinion, it's just I always think of it like she's just up for her desire. It's just the boy was just a reward and just a bonus, and increase the story a lot more. But I just think that Little Mermaid is a great film. Again, depending on your mood and depending on how you like the story to be, I just like Little Mermaid, and I can't wait to see the live action of it. I'm so excited. Hope it's good. Hailey Bay is gonna make me cry when she sings Part of Your World. It has lots of iconic songs, and it's the one that started all the Renaissance. Now moving on to the revival era. So my least favorite one is of course Brave. I love Brave. I like rewatching once in a while. It's just that I think the mythology behind not really uninterested for me, and the only reason why I like it is because of it's pretty funny. There's some funny scenes in that film, and I just love the relationship between her, Merida, and her mom. I love relatable. It's amazing to watch on screen. I just think that there's some issues with her character for Merida. It's just easy for some people to see her like as a spoiled little, make her like unlikable as a character. But I feel like that's the reason why it's low on my list. And then second is Frozen. Yeah, I love Frozen as well. It's just Frozen, there's some issues with Elsa's arc and stuff, and what makes me, well, the reason why it's on bottom is just Brave. It's not really musical. I think what makes me like love to revisit that film Frozen, it's the musical numbers. The musical numbers are so iconic, and that's what makes Frozen very popular. And I love the sister dynamic and stuff. They didn't focus a lot on the sister man. They're mostly like separate towards the entire movie. Yeah, I think that's just the reason why it's on my list. And yeah. Okay, my next one is Princess and the Frog. Princess Frog is such an underrated Disney princess movie, but like I love Princess and the Frog, and I remember watching it in theaters like multiple times, and it's an amazing film, and we haven't seen, it's like the last like 2D animation film. I just wish, I would love to see like a sequel, or I think a series would be good to see what happens after Tiana. Tiana's such a likable character. I'm so sad she's underrated. The songs are pretty amazing, not as popular than Frozen, but like I don't mind rewatching Princess and the Frog again, and it just makes me want to cook every time she cooks, and I just love Princess and the Frog. And my next one is Tangled. I like Tangled too, and it's just that when I first watch it, I just find it a little bit dark. I used to be scared of like Mother Gothel, but right now I start to like her a little bit more. And the songs are pretty like memorable too as well. There's so many like great songs from that film. And I just remember when I watched Frozen, I just thought Tangled's like a small type of scale. I remember it's very expensive because of the animation of it. But it's like, again, a very simple storytelling, but they put in a modern twist to it. That's what I love about Tangled, and it's pretty relevant what's happening right now. Not really, but like the premise of that story. And I love some good Rapunzel story. Rapunzel's such a likable character, of course. They're all likable except for Merida. But yeah, and Tangled is just an amazing, beautiful film. And I love revisiting once in a while. So that's my top 3 actually. So my next one is Moana. I love Moana. It's just that when I first watched, when this first came out, I loved it like so much. And as time went on, I started to get like sick and tired of it. But I put number 2 because I just love the message behind that film, and the songs are very memorable too. The song, I think without the song, it will make me like it a less more. I'm just a musical. I love Disney musicals a lot, as you can tell, and I just love Moana with the musical elements, and the animations are gorgeous. It makes me love the sea. I want to be in the sea right now, but I can't because quarantine and stuff. And it's a great film to visit once in a while. I guess like Mulan in this modern age era. It's like a great uplifting story, seeing her journey and stuff. And Moana is such a lovable character. She's pretty strong, one of the strongest princesses. But anyway, so my number 1 favorite modern era so far, I love Frozen 2. Frozen 2, I respect people who don't like, I understand why some people don't like it with the storytelling and stuff. I just love Frozen 2. Frozen 2 anyway, makes me love it a lot more is the musical sequence, and it's amazing. And I think what I love about it more, it's like the animation. The animation looks so real, like it looks so realistic. I understand if you don't like Frozen, you just have to respect the animation. It just shows like how far animation has come from Snow White till now. It's just unbelievable, and I love how costumes can tell a story. And two, such like amazing film. I love rewatching once in a while. I think watching it along with my makes it more fun. There's some issues with that story, but for my personal liking, I just love Frozen 2. It's an amazing film than the first one. So yeah, so I went over my top 3 era. So now I'm gonna share you all my top. I'll start with the least favorite. So my least favorite is, of course, Cinderella's number 3. Number 2 is Brave, and my least favorite of all is, unfortunately, it's Pocahontas. It's just Pocahontas has the third act just made it less unenjoyable, but animation's gorgeous in that film. I think all the animations in every Disney Princess film is not favorite, but those are my top 3 least favorite. So it's the moment you've been waiting for. My top 3 favorite Disney film is number 3 is Snow White. I just gotta put top 6 for. I just love Snow White. Snow White is, again, like a very simple film, and I grew to love it as time went on, and kind of respect with the history behind Snow White. So yeah, so that's number 3. Number 2 is, of course, Frozen 2. I love Frozen 2, but if it wasn't, if I don't put Frozen 2, it would probably be Moana. But I love Frozen 2. I love some journey, story, and the animation's gorgeous. So my favorite Disney princess of all time at the moment right now is Little Mermaid. I love Little Mermaid, and I just love mermaids in general. Ariel's like one of my favorite Disney princess films. As you can tell in the background right there with Belle. And I just love The Little Mermaid so much. Again, it has memorable songs, memorable animation sequence, and it's another film that helped build up the Disney studios again. So those are my Disney princess ranking film. Let me know in the comments below, what's your list of your favorite, your top 3 favorite, your top 3 least favorite Disney princess film. Comment to hear in the comments down below, and please don't fight. This is just my personal opinion, and I'm very sorry if you disagree with it, and this will probably be the longest video on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you had some fun with it. I had lots of wonderful time talking about it. Something just very, very passionate about the princesses, and I would just love to see, again, Disney Princess Wreck-It Ralph type of content with it. I want more of it, all of them together. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, don't forget to give a very big thumbs up and subscribe. This helps a lot. And share this with your friends or not. It's up to you. And it's just something I enjoy doing. So thank you, and I hope to see you all in my next video. Okay, bye. Oh, wait, that's it? Okay.